morning. It's another episode of Just a Chat with Bumi Alabi. How have you been doing? Yes, it's a new month again. Welcome to the month of August. I want to wish you all happy new month. How has the previous month been? Well, I can't believe we're already in the 8th month, like maybe 5 months to go in the year 2024. Wow, this year has been so eventful. A lot of things, gas goes, lovey-dovey in the air, everything, but all the same as the price of things again is part of it, but at least we are still eating. If you are eating 4 square meal in a day, maybe it should have reduced to three. Maybe from 3 square meal, it has reduced to two. But all the same, you still have something to put in your mouth, and we thank God for that because God's grace and mercy is always sufficient for us. God knows. I think you just be like, I don't even know how God is doing it, but the most important thing is God is doing it anyway, anyhow. And I want you to know that even though it looks as if things are not working for you, this is not the time for you to quit because you have come this far not to go back, not to look back. God cannot bring you this far to leave you alone. He's there for you and He's going to meet you at every point. At your darkest moment, God is going to come through for you. That's what I want for you this morning. Well, today again, let me welcome my special co-host in the building, and I will start from where should I start from? Let me start from the only man in the house. Please let me celebrate Mr. David Akimbolego, aka Mr. Impeccable.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes,
Nice to
of
be here.
course. It's been here because I think we always enjoy you whenever you're on set. I always be like, oh,
It's
well,
a fun one.
today is going to be it's going to be awesome, it's going to be amazing. This why is smiling like that? Now?
I should not smile.
He's already that scare is already set.
No,
That thing.
I've been conquered.
Don't let her intimidate you, eh? But it's happened today. We are on your side. Even though it's 3 from we are together.
Yeah, I know.
We are sisters, I'm your sister.
If it's going too much, I can push you.
Sorry, do sir.
Very fine. Nice to be here. Well done. Good
This
job.
family here as well.
Yeah. God is
Few
helping.
days to your program. Yeah, it's happening this weekend. No, we talked about that before we leave, but I believe you are really ready for us, for we couples and
Yeah, yes, we are really ready. But there's a good and the better news coming up.
better
with,
news coming up. Okay,
yeah,
can't
that
wait.
version. So
Okay,
we'll talk
Okay.
about it.
about that.
All
All
right.
right. All right. Thank you. Emoji, what's up?
I'm cool. Good morning, everyone.
Is this one that your Facebook? This report?
Yes, just a
Too
bit
much
tired.
tired. And I get that plenty now. I know. I sure you see Mr. David on seat. That energy will come. To just tackle him. To just attacking you.
No, I don't attack. I don't tackle.
But just
We just yes, we just that is it.
Just the
That
gist.
is it. Power
We are
bank.
recording.
This up, baby, aka Mommy David.
Eh.
That's what we call her Mommy David. Mommy David, aka the wife of Jagaba.
You got this one here.
Yes, now, your husband will be looking at you, watching this one. You will be watching it now, and you'll be super proud of seeing his wife on the screen.
Thank
How are you doing?
I'm
How
fine.
is my big boy?
He's doing great.
Looking pretty as ever.
Oh, really?
I'm
blushing
pretty, you are beautiful. You know when I say dark, beautiful lady, I always
Thank
appreciate
you.
them. Chubby.
Oh, that's what we are running for.
You're running for. Be proud and be confident in your stature and your size, Joe. You are beautiful, big, bold, and beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Yeah, today's gist. Respect in marriage. You know, I saw a series of videos that talked about that. That okay, respect in marriages, and I saw one of the videos that tackled about okay how wives should respect their husband and don't talk down on your husband publicly, this and that. Okay, fine. As much as you know, I went to the comment section and people were requesting that okay, this has to be two sides. That you can't just say, oh, women submit, women respect, women serve, this and that. Are women slave? Don't they have entitlement to earn some things themselves? At least they say respect is reciprocal.
Sure.
As if you want your wife to respect you, are you respecting her?
Mhm.
Likewise, you know, it doesn't submission to a man doesn't mean okay, you now have to lord over him and now say okay, she's a slave, you know. And I think these things have been there's a lot of misconception about this respect, love, respect, submission, love, and the
Love.
like.
Mhm.
And you're like, okay, you know, some men will be like, she didn't love, she didn't respect me, so I can't love her. You know, like, okay, which one should come first? Is it must I love first before you respect me, before you submit to me? But I know it's an issue that a lot of people are going through now, talking about respect from partners, respect from their spouses, and it has caused a lot of havoc in home. And some people might even not know that they are disrespecting their partner. They're just being like, okay, I'm hearing my opinion.
Sure.
I'm being expressive, and you don't know when you are really crossing the boundary. And I don't know. Let's talk about that. Let me start off the film before we go to Pastor David. So who is going first? LG. Respect. When you hear respect in marriage, what comes to your mind?
What comes to my mind is it's more of the woman submitting,
Well, that's from a woman to a man now.
yeah, then the man loving.
That's your respect.
Yes, respect in marriage.
Okay.
Because when you are submissive, you will be cautioned. When you see your spouse, I'm talking about my gender now.
Okay.
When you see your spouse as your king, as your head, even when you want to lose God, as long as it's in you that this person is my king, is the Lord over me, you withdraw. You understand? Then also to the opposite gender too. When you love your spouse, even when you want to lose God, because something you love, something you cherish, you can't just trash that thing anyhow. So that's why my explanation about when you hear respect in home, I see it as submission and love.
I know. That's when you see that in the home, it means okay, they respect each other.
Yes.
Okay, we'll come back to that because we're talking about something like losing God. I want us to talk about at what point can a woman lose God and she will withdraw the respect back. Is it because I'm calling you, I'm giving you the respect before, but at this stage, I think I'm withdrawing that respect back. But let me hear from Bishop. I'm sure you said that you don't have experience there, but at least you've seen it around, you've seen the way people even it might even
It's
not
not,
be
yes,
a
in the
couple,
marriage,
marriage
yes.
generally respect.
Respect is it's a long
Calling
word.
your husband daddy wa.
Yeah.
No, that one,
I call him his name.
no, that one, I don't see that one form of respect to me.
Oga, you say you call Oga. So
Oga.
it reminds me of someone that say, when your husband is giving you money, because my king, my
Uh-huh.
but when the money reduces,
Ọ̀gbẹ́ni,
So when we
Ọ̀gbẹ́ni.
want to give ourselves fire.
Daddy, baby. Daddy, baby. But when he's not even doing anything, okay, alaye, Ọ̀gbẹ́ni,
It's the truth.
so when the ladies are like, okay, I'm losing God. Because let me talk about that. Doctor will know that okay, what's terrible, I'm losing my regard. But it doesn't just happen in a day. That's what I know that
Sure.
it doesn't happen in a day. But I think we should always take it of when is this thing? When did we see this shift? But let me hear from Bishop first.
Okay, like respect is a very long word and cannot be placed under one definition. Just like our Ebu emoji has said, respect is it's wide, and when you talk about respect, I feel I'm not against respect, but I feel like when we get to know ourselves better, respect here is not like we will not respect ourselves, but respect my
Respect
Is it respect about
greeting or something, or down.
serve your husband food?
I cannot do that one. Let's be frank. Let's say the truth. If you want to respect,
Or the way you talk to him. There's some couple that the way they talk to each other.
Yes.
If another person sees them, or maybe the in-laws.
Mm.
If you see the way he's talking to my brother,
No, myself and my husband, the way we talk to ourselves, when we are
what I
gisting, when we're talking
like,
as if
assuming your husband is okay, like for instance, this my Ned and Regina. I
okay.
don't think they will relate with each other.
Yeah, they might be relating as guy and girl and babe. Yes, they might be relating like that.
themselves exactly.
We are the one looking at, we are the one looking at him like that.
When it's not as if I married the president of Nigeria that I have to be carrying Nigerian flag to welcome me.
But some men like that too. Anyway, let's
Yes, I know some tribe. Yeah.
Okay, our Hebrew.
I hope I'm not the problem today.
Relax
All right.
now.
All right. The word respect is it differs from culture to culture, and the way we express it also differ. But then it's just the English meaning is hold somebody in high esteem.
Exactly.
Right? So it doesn't have to do with laying it down or calling somebody. You can even call the person names and you see holding high esteem.
Sure.
So but then there are some people who do those paparazzis of leaning it down and yet they don't hold their spouse in high esteem. So it's not about holding somebody in high esteem. Now, when I say differ from culture to culture, some culture, respect to them is that I take you from your mother's house or your father's house, and I put you in my house, and I say, do whatever I tell you to do. You don't have any say. To them, you are respecting them. Some culture, you don't have a say. You are only to be heard. Your opinions do not matter. All right. So, and if you do anything against that, you are disrespecting them. Why some people respect is, I have to be able to, represent you. I be able to just look at you. Maybe you are not there, and I'm talking about you, and you come to hear me. That's my wife or that's my husband. I hold him in high esteem. So when it comes to the real meaning in the context of marriage, you said something very striking and very important, and he was saying at what point, when you say somebody respects, it encompasses a lot of things. You are looking at somebody that has been loved, somebody that has been submissive. These word submissions that engenders respect, it has a lot of versions. Like she says, somebody that is giving money, what won't you respect? What won't you submit?
Sure. Automatic respect.
You understand? But the real thing is that the true submission is actually happen when the submitter is the one giving that submission. It is not the prerogative.
Can you come again?
Yeah, what I mean is that it is absolutely the responsibility of the submitter, not the person is submitting to.
Okay.
Because once that is happening, that is what I call you are doing a kind of manipulations. I want to submit to you. I should know it myself, and I want to submit to. That is total. But when it's coming from the person you want to submit to, it's not total.
He's demanding for it.
Yes.
So is that, don't you know I'm your husband? Is it now you want to know I should know now. You understand? So if I'm giving you respect, it is my own volition, it is my own stuff. That is what I call total. Because if I'm trying to impose it, it's not from you. I'm not getting the real stuff from you. We are just trying to please me. You understand what I mean now? So absolute respect is a total responsibility of the submitter, not the person is submitting it to. So if I am doing that, I'm still trying to call for that respect. It's like it's gone. It's not there.
Okay, sorry, let me continue.
Yeah.
What if the submitter is at the side and maybe propose in his or her that, okay, I want to respect this person, and in the course of doing that, the submittee, the submittee to now use that as an advantage over the person that is being submitter. Like, okay, she will submit to me, she will listen to me, she will do anything I want. And he's now turning it into being a manipulative kind of attitude, because knowing fully that your wife doesn't have a say.
Sure.
You understand? So
that's not right. That is wrong from the other side. Maybe probably coming from the husband right now that is trying to do that to his wife. It's totally not acceptable. It's not the right thing. If he's doing that, I remember when I was courting before I got married, I went to see one of my, pastors I look up to. He's a lawyer too. His wife is also a lawyer. And he said something to me. I picked him as somebody as a mentor, trying to mentor. He said, when you give room for a woman too much, when you are trying to help them, he said it's good, but he said you have to balance it. Because when you're trying to do that, you can take advantage of it. They don't do anything in the house, just sit down. It was weird to me. But I still listen. And I was trying to just remember it when I got married. I realized that what he's saying is based on personality.
That's
not just general statement. Because I say that to say this, a lot of people generalize some certain things that is personal. So you said all men are liars. How many men have you related to, for example? All women are African women don't like to submit when they have money. when they get money, they don't like to submit. How many women have you seen that have money and have not submit? So general statements sometimes, you hear it and now water down the real meaning and the essence of a particular subject that you need to look at. So when you say respect, it is something that is born out of love, like you said, born out of, total reverence. You understand? I hate this public display of love, but at home, there is something else. I was counseling someone, and I know the fault. I mean, they're cat and the lady came on air on social media, on Facebook, and it was really my olówórí, my one and only. I told myself, oh boy, what's happening here? So I now remember my pastor's wife. I said, when you are counseling your wife, be very careful because they put you in the video. So it's the truth. So don't give a public display of this thing alone. Do it because, like a reference, what one would think that, when you talk to people in the public, does that mean that when you talk to the person in the open is okay? Because that's the literal meaning of that. Don't do that to your spouse in the open. Does that mean that when you talk to him or her in the secret or whatever, is acceptable? So whatever is coming from the inside should come out. All right. So if I'm respecting my wife in the open, I should be able to do that. So that's just
yes, but you know that there are some things that you and your spouse might want to trash out in between yourself when nobody is there, and the two of you scatter it, you pick it up, address it, and move on. And you can't try that outside,
of course,
because I'm trying to when you said if you cannot, what you cannot say outside. Why you understand?
I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. But in the context of when you are talking to a woman, like the video you watch, when you're talking to a woman outside, blah blah blah, and you have to respect your wife. But you know that those words, some people use it in their house.
Sure,
they use it in their house. That's what I mean.
The way they do it outside, they do it.
The truth of the matter is that when you understand the context of marriage, that is your spouse, is also you. Is missing your name.
Yes.
Right? Is bearing your name. So anything you do to him or her,
you're doing it yourself.
Do you understand? So you will not be able to talk to him or her. So if you are avoiding argument in the public, you're also giving a honor to yourself, because they will say, welcome to my argument. You permit my vernacular. He and his wife always arguing in the public. You also give yourself a kind of honor when you don't do such thing in the public. However, what I'm after is that whatever it is that you call honor, it should not just be in the public, but say, he respect his wife, he respect his husband. No, do the same thing inside. Do you understand? I've seen some people who make a public display of kneeling down for their husband in the public. And now people now say, they respect.
Is not a traditional wedding day?
It's not traditional.
Because that one is the one I know.
Especially when you visit your mother.
That was the only time.
Imagine
that was the only time.
If a Jersey wife now wants to feed his husband on the wedding day, and she just use a mouth to be
trust me now, the other guy do with puncture. We say no.
In our house,
yes, you knew that.
I was looking at one video again. They say the husband should affect
you prostrate.
Prostrate. Inside the mind of average men, you feel like frustrated.
The last time,
the wife is not misbehaving, you don't be like, what was happening to me when I was frustrated? You understand? But that time, because of what you wanted to get.
Yes, you have to.
So is it not like pretense? What you're not, what you can't do inside, or maybe what you can't practice inside, and you are just.
I see that.
People are used to it. Like some people are used to. It's just like, okay, this is who I am, and you want me to come out, and I just believe let people know you for who you are. Because if it is to slap let them know you for who you are. The thing is that before the husband and wife actually got married, there are some points whereby they've courted. They've got to know each other. Quite right. You know that okay, before you guys started dating, there are some instances whereby on the phone we give ourselves straight up and everybody will find their square roots. But everybody will definitely come back and say, even me, if I'm offended, I don't need to go back to. Like maybe if I started the argument, I will never go back to that listen to say sorry. You're like, okay, you don't know that you don't know that you offend me. Say, I don't remember. But
But it's like you didn't remember.
Or you just feel like
not that I feel like, but
you just choose to be stubborn. You just choose to stand on your you just choose to stand on your point.
Stubborn because
at some point
everybody has You maybe say, I'm not calling you. Say, no problem, don't call me. But the following time, you just see him calling back. And when you call, like, what happened? You remember us today? Say, which kind of talk with that? I say, we see the fight, no.
Your shakara,
So I feel like when it comes to respect, there are sometimes that you guys have got to know yourself to some point before you realize that you want to get married. So you are probably ready for what he or she is ready to, as in ready to dish out.
Sorry, let me take that from there. You know, like you now, thank God, like on your own side, like you are the one that has coconut head. Sorry, you understand? You know, most of the time they say everybody is egoistic. You have some level of ego, but you know, it's more as it's very
Differs, yeah.
Maybe your husband is somebody that feel like, okay, what's the point of keeping away from each other? I think he played a level of maturity.
Yes.
Because that's what me I feel. I think Mr. David talk about it, because there are some men that they can go as long as possible.
Yes, to stay away.
Waiting for who will come and say she's one.
Yes.
She'll come and say sorry. I'm the head of the house. Come and say sorry. Or she'll come and say sorry. And if the wife to get coconut head and not subjected to the Holy Spirit, you know, I'm taking Holy Spirit. I don't want to take Holy Spirit at all. But for Christians that believe that they want to submit to the Holy Spirit, you listen to what the Holy Spirit is telling you, that okay, go and meet that man and make peace. You understand? But in a situation where the two of them, nobody listens to the Holy Spirit. I mean, nobody wants to yield to the Holy Spirit. I want to have my way. I want to prove my points. You know, I want her to know that what she did is wrong, or I want him to know that and that's why, you know, when you see people keep malice for as long as a month, like years, you know, so people say that they've not, they were just living in the same house and they are not talking, and I will be like, how?
I did that one very well when I was young.
I think we are still looking at reason why people are not respecting themselves, and you know, possibly talk about what are the things we can do to respect each other. Now, you see that scenario you painted is a very key things in a marriage, because if you are waiting for your spouse, or you're waiting for your spouse to say sorry before you say your own, it might not say. You just have to agree.
I know it's weekend point.
You know, so it might not say. You must. Somebody says something. The marriage is not where you put human rights. You don't put human rights in marriage. There's a level of compromise you have most able to take. There's no human rights. So at the point when you want to say I am right, you will not come to a sense of say I'm sorry. But when you are trying to say let me compromise, easy, you can say sorry. So when you are looking at who will say sorry first, the person might not say, so that means you stay long in this relationship, I mean this field we have. So just know as husband and wife that you cannot step on each other's toes.
Definitely.
Because I said what is that? I said you are not robots. But how do you reconcile is to see, like, we in my home, what we designed, that I came across something that just struck me. I didn't know I was practicing, but that word was just it stuck on me. Is that the proof of maturity is when today's argument does not affect tomorrow communication. He said that's maturity. Some people, because we have argument today, they won't talk tomorrow. So if something less to the argument today, there's something that may not be there the next day. Let's talk. Let's see. Those are the things I've been using over the year by the grace of God. When I saw that it just resonates, I told my wife, I said, listen, doesn't mean that we are not going to have issues. But can we act and behave maturely, handle that issues? But then we can still go on with our conversation. So we can argue now with the next, what is wrong with you? Please, I need it. Can you help me do it? As if there was nothing that happened before. It was not something that easy. So when you are waiting for a spouse to come and say sorry, he might not say it too. Hey, you have to personally come up.
Thank you. Before you go, you know, is maturity, is it gender based?
No.
You understand? Because like now
it has to do. It's not
No.
Men should be more mature than the woman.
No. It's not. In fact, it's a criteria for marriage. Maturity is a big criteria for both parties. And for those some people that are not married, you see them any single things. The wife, they call
their parents. Yes.
May I say that?
Or their siblings.
That is your house. That is no more your home. This is your home now. And so that is also lack of maturity. So it's both parties. Small thing like this you want to do for your wife. Daddy, I'm considering buying a car for my wife. And what do you think?
Exactly.
And they want to say, When your mother has not gotten a car,
Yeah.
or your brother, your sister is there and is going to school now,
with
you
4
now
children.
water down. So why? That is lack of maturity.
Mm.
So you want to do a thing, you should be mature enough within the context of your home
That is it.
to get it. So that maturity is both party. It's not one-sided. So waiting for your spouse to say sorry, you might wait forever. If two of you say sorry at the same time, it's better. But you can initiate it.
But you know that there are some situations whereby you want to, let's trash this thing. Let's get to the end of this
what
matter.
issue are we trashing?
Get to the end of this matter, because this matter has been lingering and we've been as in sweeping it under the carpet.
You know,
I know you will get to a point you are tired and you want to.
No, sorry, Emoji. You know, there's sometimes that people, I was advised sometimes that there are sometimes that you let things slide.
Slide
Let
for
it slide. Take your
for how
eyes
long?
off, and you realize that okay, for like years you'll be taking your eyes off, and the same thing has been it's keep
Yeah.
being repeated.
Yeah.
You are doing the same thing. You are saying, "This is who I am. Accept me for who I am." Fine, I believe that. Okay, both parties. That's my own opinion. That both marriage is a teamwork where both parties will come together. Don't say, you are the one that is always saying sorry. Now you have to do it. Like your own case. Like, thank God you acknowledge that. Okay, it's your good point, but there's nothing that stops you from saying, "Oh, do you know that this thing? Let me just pick my phone and call." You understand? That one doesn't make you a weaker person. You understand? It shows that okay, you have conquered the other person's ego by acting more mature.
Even if you're not at fault.
Even if you are not at
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
That's why I say it's not a place to prove
Sometimes.
you take it. It doesn't make it, at fault or possibly you are less. No, it's just the maturity. You are just trying to settle things. They say the marriage is all about two forgivers now coming together.
By the time you settle it and it comes up again,
You continue
because
to
you
settle.
settle.
But to get to a stage, you say no.
There's something you get tired.
I'm just trying to just go back to your statement. When it becomes like maybe by at that point, seek help, seek external help.
Let us help ourselves now. Let us trash it. Let our
Hold on, I'm coming. There are two people involved, and you know yourself that this person listen to this particular person and respect this particular person.
How about the one that doesn't have anybody, that doesn't respect anybody?
Doesn't want to go to
Sir, and there are people. Sir,
No.
there are some people.
Sir, bringing those matters into respect.
They don't respect anybody.
Now, let me say something. If you really want to solve the matter, you have to explore every avenue to make sure that
Avenue no, let us talk. We know each other. We are
this
the one
one
we
you
came
want to
for.
go through. This is how you want to follow.
No
It can
fighting.
scatter the whole matter.
No.
If you bring in third person,
If
it's like
foundation is bad, you
Discussing
the
your
only
weak point.
thing, then
No,
put
man, let me
another
balance it.
foundation.
This woman or this man, his orientation has been this particular way
Mm-hmm.
over the year, and you are getting this feedback from him or her. You have not changed that. You say you want to talk. Something has to change before he can listen to you. Do you understand?
I am not
there must be an
I'm not his creator.
That's what I'm saying. There must be an external influence that will change the person's perspective so that he can see, because over the year, that's what you've been managing.
There's some people that
Now
doesn't
you
listen
want
to
to-
external influencer.
So you think
There are
this
some
your
people that
physical
doesn't.
exchange of words will solve it?
It's
If
not
you
about
know-
no, we're not. It's not physical.
about
So you need external influence to change the mind. Orientation has to
Not
change.
external sometimes. You don't need external sometimes to sort some things, and
Okay,
you don't need to
Let me
fight.
give an example.
Okay.
If you look at a man that has an ego, maybe by virtue of culture, I don't want to mention names, cultures, and they see women differently. I heard of someone who's abroad. Wife is a medical doctor. The man said you can't walk, and the whole thing is like the bill is on the man. He's choking. I told the person, I said, the children are grown up, but their culture means that sit down is what I tell you. You can't do anything. And so in that context, that mindset has not changed. You said two of them can talk. For what? Somebody has to influence the thoughts and let him know that, boy, you don't need to cage a woman. It's not just bringing money that when the woman go to work, there's only, a gender bringing money to the house. No, you also have mental sense, mental reasoning, resolving issues and all this stuff. So that mindset has not been reprogrammed. You say you want to say, let's give it ourselves, did they be by? You will find more
No,
problems.
like in situations whereby, okay, the two of you are having issues and you bring in the third party. Do you know that is also a form of disrespect?
No, it depends.
You understand?
Form of disrespect.
Let me say it depends. That's why I said at least if it's not the person that I still can't find, that at least you will have somebody that you hold in high esteem. You wouldn't know.
And
No
you
matter your
go
pastor,
and talk bad
no,
about your what your wife is doing. That people are looking at your wife as somebody.
It's not to talk like that.
Everybody, we always like to present ourselves
Mhm.
as a good,
Good, yes.
The way they have been seeing you outside.
Yeah.
There are
And
people.
my husband will now say, okay, now let's take I think I can't control you again. I think you can't listen to me. Let me look for an elderly person or somebody that
Yeah,
somebody that I know that I respect
Yes.
and you don't go and be telling him that this is my weakness.
Ah. Some
No,
people is fine to fire.
No, I'm not saying talk to everybody or Dick and Harry on the road.
One
At least
particular
somebody
person.
Somebody
you
I
know,
know that I
for example,
I don't want to know my weakness.
Ah,
You understand? There are
see,
people like
that
that.
person
Let-
will
let-
allow
let me say
the
something.
person to go.
let me say
Ijaba shele.
there are some certain things you want to keep, and keeping it might not get you a solution.
Okay.
That keeping is also the reason for the present situation you find yourself. You just have to let it open.
Mm.
Do you understand? Let me take a word of counselor, for example. Two of you want to go and see a counselor, and you are still forming. Counselor, what does he want to help you to do? You must be open. You can't hide yourself before a doctor. So what you are trying to say, don't want to. It's not disrespect. You're just trying to see how this problem can be solved. We've gone to this level with ourselves. This is where we are. We have to seek a counsel to help ourselves. So if you are keeping it, there's no way the problem can be solved.
But sir, do you know
Want to be open.
it is until when you know that you are sick, that you know that you need a counselor or a doctor.
Eh.
What about a sport that doesn't accept that what he or she is doing is wrong? Will
Yes.
you want to follow the partner to go and see a counselor or somebody to talk?
That's why this kind of program is also very needful and helpful for couple. You are hearing us. If you get to a point where it looks as if no way out, seek counsel. It's not wrong. It doesn't make you weak. Especially my gender. We try to bottle up things, but you don't need to go and talk to another woman. You could be talking to a man like you. Do you understand that can say no, this is not right. You understand? So there was a particular movie I saw, and it was a Mozart movie. This woman was portraying to be a nice woman in church. The husband lost a job, and he was taking care of the house, and all of a sudden lost a job, and the business of the woman started booming. Every single thing is watering down this man. He talked down on him, go and look for job, don't touch my money, all manner of things. One day, the pastor was not coming. He entered the house. The woman didn't know. It was a short time that he was tongue-lashing his husband. Immediately he talked, hey, pastor, welcome, sir. The pastor shook his head. He said, Deaconess, please take your seat. I said, no, I've been here for some minutes. I heard what you said. This is not right. Do you realize that, which will me to reason for submission? You see, a woman can truly submit, or it's proven, submission is proven in a woman. When you have everything, and you say, this is my husband, you are the head. Not when you don't have anything. And a man is also proven that way, that when you are growing up together, things is my wife. Now you now have money. Can you now say that he doesn't know how to talk? He does not speak good English. Now step up. Do you understand? That's one of the things I used to prove the submission level of a woman. If you have everything and say submit, by the time the man sat her down, said, do you know why your business is booming like this? It's such a time like this. Whatever you have is for your home. So it's not about hiding something. So he was proven to be a nice person in church, but you see, Deaconess, even talk to her husband publicly. I'm sure my husband will say, if I get to today, it's that goes. So the reality is that don't bottle things up. Honestly speaking, there is no need to know that the song. What you are trying to magnify is a big issue. Some people have passed through that as they have is a cake for them. Listen to counsel and be teachable. Don't be rigid. Don't say this is style. No, that style has earned you this far. You need a new level, then you must be able to listen to counsel.
And may I come in this way? I think one of the things we couples should really learn is when your partner is always complaining of the same thing at the same time over and over. And I think, we talked about communication the last time we talked about maybe be open to communication. If you don't communicate, how do you want to understand what your partner wants? How do you want to understand that, this thing is being disrespectful? Because, like I said earlier, that some people might be doing some things and they won't know that they won't see that as a kind of disrespect. I was remembering the case of the Bible of Vashti and the king Ahasuerus. When he called her that go and call my wife to come and show herself, she could just be like, "Ah, what is it? Let me, I think I can go and take care of my ladies in the corner. I don't want to just stay there. You know, she might feel like, I just don't want to stay there. But the king saw it as being disrespectful. And because he now sought counsel, like you said, the counselor now gave him an advice. She's too proud. By the time she's doing it, that other women will be treating their husband like that.
External counselor.
Well, you understand? You know, that could be the effect of external counselor. But at the same time, some people might be doing some things and they will just see it as if it's a normal thing. Let me just do, you know, like familiarity at the same time. You know, when you are too familiar with your partner, there are some things you can be saying, you can be talking about, doing without even knowing that it's hurting. So that's where communication between spouses and
yes,
understanding each
I
other.
posted something on my status this morning. I saw you a few minutes ago before the show, and I said that communication is for some couples is when they want to have sex and when they ask for money. To prove the communication level between husband and wife, remove sex and money. If you really want to know that they are communicating, you're making just remove that too. You will find out that they don't have anything to talk about. There's no gisting at all. There's no friendship at all. And so if you talk about money, that's when you want to go and buy something. You want to ease off or you want to have love making with your wife or whatever. That's when you talk. Sweetheart, that's when you talk.
Then maybe there's no love in the marriage.
That's
because
what I'm
That's what I
saying.
say. You got for you
how will
people
you
to
be
get together.
together?
You guys should have come
There are
from far.
people like that. I'm telling you, there are issues, and it will not show until you are in the same court, the same house together.
Yes.
Some of them because you are visiting them.
It's true.
Just like when husband how many times maybe your husband call when you are courting now. I just want to check on you. And you just don't
Yeah, so
now it's not like that.
Not-
It's the truth. So you must be able to understand that now you are living together in the same roof. The style of doing might change, and before you know, you begin to see that part. So communication is a very powerful ingredient of successful marriage. You need to talk. If it's hurting you, you might not know. Do you understand? And if you talk about it, you know that this thing is a sign of yourself. Like you said, marry your friend. You see, marry someone that is your friend. Is where you can prove true of submission. Because in that, can you still hold him in high esteem? Even though it's your friend. I need to talk to my husband. Whatever he says in this matter is a final. Yet you are friend. But you need to see, for some people, before the husband talks, say, don't worry, I will have
Relationship to be like you should be a priority to your friend.
But that's wrong. So even though it's your friend, still hold those things, it rings bell in the heart of Israeli. Respect is very key to husband, to men especially. But your husband, because Bible didn't say respect all men or submit to all men. Sorry, it is your husband you have to submit to. But you can do a lot of loving people, but it's your husband alone you can submit. So
thank you, Mr. David. Before we go, I want us to talk about what does respect now mean to a woman? I think our agenda, I think we've talked about that, but I want you to rep the male. What do men really see as respect? Majorly.
I think the thing is that sometimes, just like love too, a lot of men, let me mention this, a lot of men want to love women the way they want to love the woman, not the way woman should be loved. Two different things. The same thing to respect. You want to respect a man the way you think you can respect a man, not the way the man wants to be respected. So there are two different words. The way I will see respect, you can say, is it more than this? I'm giving you food. I am taking care of you. I'm saying yes, sir. I'm saying that may not mean anything to him as respect. All right? It could be that to him, as a respect, you must understand how when he's angry and you keep quiet when he's talking. Do you understand? That could be a respect. No, I'm not talking, you are talking. Please listen to me. That's the sound of disrespect. So most time people want to respect their husband the way they feel it should be, not the way the man should want to be respected.
Okay.
So respect is giving a reference to somebody, holding the person in high esteem. And if that is not there, among other definitions, the man see it as you are just faking it, and not so. So it's like a food to them. It makes them to come up. And the same thing to woman, no matter the level of what do they call love language of any spouse. You see these two words, respect and attention. There is no woman that does not like attention, even though attention is not your first language.
But we've seen some men.
Same thing to man.
But we've seen some men that will believe that you were saying something earlier that somebody was saying that don't do this to a woman, that if you do it that she will misbehave. We've seen some men that will say if a man is he's being supportive to the wife, always doing things for her that maybe
We relax.
no, maybe the wife has what you for what is
Okay,
that's
that's an African culture.
your African culture, African believe that why are you doing too much? That maybe there are some things that maybe they believe that men should be doing. Men should not be seen in the kitchen. Men should not be seen to be assisting to the wife or taking the wife to the market. They see it as if it is weird or it is hard, and they say, okay, if you are doing that to a woman, then the woman, you are under jazz or under a spell of the
No,
woman.
no,
So
not necessarily. I didn't take the fact that sometimes the devil play on that to get some men. So women go extra mile to do that. But it doesn't necessarily have to be totally true. But however, this is what I said to women. When your husband is helping you to do some certain things, don't make it a point of demand.
Okay.
Let it come voluntarily from him.
Mhm.
When you are trying to say, oh, the mom's shaking and you know, you are going now, what are you doing? You understand? All those kind of, it's a disrespect to man. All right. If I see you that you need help, truly I should, it's a sign of my expression of love to you. You don't ask for it and be making demand. Not that let me use the word demand, not ask. Demand it. You are not doing anything now.
The man does not see it as a need, and the woman demands for it. Think, oh, is it too much?
It depends on
It depends on the way you do. Yes,
That's another one.
depends.
They say in my place, sorry has two versions, male and female. So it depends on how you demand. Sweetheart, I would really appreciate it too. If you are not too busy, can you help me just do it? It depends. Why not? But I've seen the woman who said that. You after all, daddy now.
You're not doing anything. You're
It's your off day now. Can't you help me do something? Oh, you and make it. So the man, so you want to put my head here? I will show you who I am. So that does a different version. So it doesn't mean that you cannot help your wife. And I'm telling you, on the language of love, when you are doing it, two of you are enjoying it. You are not trying to.
I like that on the language of love.
Yes,
that is when love is there.
You just do it.
Thank you very much, Mr. David. Let's talk about what do women see as respect?
I want to ask a question. From what he said.
Okay.
You know, he said that let me paraphrase now. He said that a woman respects you the way she wants to respect a man. Likewise, man. So, okay, how do I know how to respect you as a man, and how do a woman know how to respect a man?
Okay, so for a man, because you have to also understand the personality of your husband.
I think it's important.
It's important you understand the language and the kind of the things. There was a time when before I got married, I took my wife just by himself. I said, well, let's go together, let's go. I said, okay. And I didn't know she was taking a study of makeup in the house. She discovered that this is how we do things. This is how we do things. That she will not do this, she will not do that by herself. She must understand your man to see that there are some certain things you do. Not go and copy from outside and say, when you do this to your husband, you win him. It's not true. You can do all those, your husband doesn't even see your sign. So you must understand the makeup of your man. That this is my husband. There are some certain things he does. Like I said, if he's talking, for example, and you are trying to give it and defend, you don't allow him land. You're some people, I've seen people like that. You are in a bitchy shit. Yeah, that's a sign of disrespect. You don't even allow me. You are not defending. It's a common issue. Understand some people. By the time you give it to them and they explain like that, it doesn't mean anything to them.
Yes.
Where they are going to meet you is different. So understand what your man wants, not the way you want it. That's just it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. David. So, as a woman, what do you see as respect as a woman from a man?
Respect is plenty.
Oh, yeah.
To me, respect, like what Pastor David said, has female side and the male side. So, to me, as a woman, and maybe probably what I've seen and noticed, a woman wants respect in all aspects. It's not necessarily you have to come and bow down before her or before you respect her. Like, how was your day is a form of respect. Have you eaten is a form of respect. What are your plans for tomorrow is a form of respect. Even when I call you that, oh, this is the situation of the house, and we don't have this, it's like your response is a form of respect to her. This will boost her confidence to be able to say, even in trying times that she has issues and she's not she finds herself in a position whereby she cannot talk to you about it. But because of the way that you've opened your arms towards her, make her feel free. So your response to whatever she says, or maybe she can be in the kitchen, you come to say, oh, well done, even though you cannot cook. Well done is a form of respect. You went to the market, she came back and all tired. You know that you are not going to enter that kitchen or help her to, but the fact, those words come in as a form of respect to we women. It's not necessarily maybe when we are outside, you have to kiss us on our head and maybe buy us roses and flowers. No, to me, that's my own definition of respect. It doesn't have to do with maybe when we are outside or you are trying to please the crowd or whatever. I would say it like that. But inside, what we have inside will bring us out. Even despite the fact, even if we have any issues inside, by the time we get outside, we know that, oh, okay, by the time I come back, like I said, we women find it hard to say sorry. But even at the point of time that, okay, okay, not all, we find it, let me just say me anyway, we find it hard to say, okay, oh, sorry, I want to apologize for what I've done. But her coming and, oh, you look beautiful, oh, it's a form of respect, even though you guys just had an issue, like a disagreement. Coming outside, oh, you're going out together, oh, you look beautiful, thank you. I'm telling you, you should forget the fact that you guys just fought. So to me, I feel like that's the form of respect.
And the love will
it will hide.
that's
Okay, emoji, before we just wrap it up.
man, respect woman respect. But the thing is, she has really said a lot about our gender, because sometimes some men believe that as long as I'm dropping money,
Exactly.
that is the highest respect I can give you. You understand? Not considering other aspect. So men, we are saying that money doesn't command respect.
Exactly.
Because some men believe that I dey drop money, you must respect me as your husband. You understand? Let's say that maybe you are using the money to buy it. And secondly, I want to also talk to our own gender too. Because you are the breadwinner doesn't mean that we are bound to make mistakes. Doesn't mean that because your spouse has made a mistake, you will now capitalize on that and stand on it as if because you are the one, let me say you are the breadwinner of the home. We should all balance it. Man respect, that's why I said man respect woman respect man, so that everything will balance and
balance diet.
we'll live peaceful life.
Thank you. Yeah, well, on my whole opinion, I think respect is standing for your partner and letting your partner have a voice. There are some men that they get intimidated by their wife's success or maybe wife's opinion. They don't even allow the woman to express herself. What do you have to say? What do you have to offer? And in a subtle way, it has killed the confidence of that woman.
Sure.
You understand? So as a woman, we want men to give us, I was using the case of this Senator Akpabio and Natasha, when he silenced her that you are not in the crowd, fine, she might have acted rudely, she might have not followed the normal route, but she apologized. So after she apologized, the senator still continued to say that, why are you when we are not in the clubhouse, and a lot of women found that insulting. Do you understand? So when God gives you a woman that at least that okay, she can say sorry. I think in a little way she's still humble in a little way. At the same time, let her hear, but let her have a voice to speak. Not always believe that it is whatever you say that is final. She's a human being too, and she has freedom to express her opinion. You understand? And as a woman wants a husband that supports her. That stand by her. She has said a lot of things. A woman that sees that okay, even when things are not working for me, my husband is there for me. My husband believes in my goal. Not a man that will always be about me alone. Okay, have you ever asked your woman, okay, what are your plans? What are your goals? How can we work together to see that you succeed as well? So these are the things gives a woman confidence, and just give that. It's not just about money or anything. Let her know that okay, she has you behind. That even if she's weak or she's weary, she has a man that stands by her. You don't need to even stress yourself before she gives you that respect. She will honor you and get anywhere. She will give you that regard. That's my own view.
Talk to our gender too.
Yeah, and to our gender. Yes, you have talked to our gender too. And
let them hear from you.
The most important part of talking to our gender is when you have something, when you are in a position of maybe you have some authority, or maybe you are commanding some things. Like money is the main thing that makes women lose guard.
Yes,
When the
yes.
woman is in the position of authority, you
Mhm.
believe that okay, my man has no worth. No man
Yes.
wants to, every man wants to be in charge.
Yeah.
You understand? There's nothing that brings a man down as much as when the woman talks down on him publicly, even secretly yourself. You know, you talk to him that
Secret is no more killing.
you understand? Babe, what are you have money to offer now, the children's school fees, and the one taking care of the bills. You understand? No man wants that, and there's nothing that kills the morale of the man. And whatever desire,
No
whatever
responsible
love,
man. Responsible
so
man wants
nothing,
that.
nothing kills
Yeah.
that. And a man also too wants a woman that will respect their family.
Exactly.
That is very, very important to it. So it's you know, you can't say you marry someone, and I think it's vice versa. You understand, but at the same time, a man wants a woman that respect their family, respect their parents, respect their siblings, even though it might not even work that way. You know, but on the other side, the man should be able to stand for the wife.
Sure.
It's a sign of respect.
Yes.
How do you treat your wife before your family?
Families
When
of
the
your
family
family.
are talking against your wife, how do you
Yes.
defend your wife? Then,
Yes.
you know? That's why I say it is on both sides. But you know, we try to just balance things up so that we can take our responsibility as individual, and we have a better society, better marriage, better relationship,
And better future.
and better future.
Mm.
So, Mr. D,
Yes.
Are we good? Any final word?
You have wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
And, just a final word to those that are getting married, and then, like she said, an average woman of these days, they have money, they have shelters, they have
they
everything.
are the breadwinner.
They are before they get married.
Mhm.
So that don't think you have money you can impress them.
Mm.
That's not what they are looking for.
Okay.
So if you remove money from it, you realize that you are nothing. So look out for what is it that the woman can actually use to blows up in her state, and then you give it out.
Thank you very much, Mr. Libby. Thank you, Bishop. Thank you, Emoji, for coming. Well, till we come your way again next week for another interesting episode of Just a Chat. It's me, Bumi, and I'll be saying thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Like this video. Yes, thumbs up.
And
Comment,
share.
drop your own opinion. What is respect to you in marriage, in relationship? All right, till we come your way again next week for another interesting episode of Just a Chat with Bumi. It's me saying have an amazing weekend.
Bye.
Bye.